Hey guys, it's Elizabeth and I'm here today to do a book unhaul. I'm not sure what number this is on my channel. I feel like 9 or 10, but I just recently went through my shelves and these are books. I've read all of them, but they are just ones I don't want to reread, and I'm just going to show you which ones they are. I do have a Poshmark that I have them listed on. I'll link it down below if you're interested. I also sell like clothes and stuff. First I have Between Shades of Grey by Rita Sepetys. It was a Holocaust retelling, but it's in Lithuania, I want to say. Yeah. And it was really good when I read it, but I just had no desire to reread it, so I just want to pass it on to someone who is more interested. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I know I unhauled the hardcover and I bought this paperback because I was like, oh well, I just don't want to read it again because the hardcover is ugly and I'm going to reread this paperback, but I've owned this forever and I just don't care. It's just like a weird Harry Potter spin-off, and I just rather read Harry Potter than fake Harry Potter fan fiction, and I just don't want to read it, and I don't care about any more of the sequels. And I like this cover, but it's not like a one I super need to display or anything, so I just want someone who actually liked it to read it. Then I still have A Song of Wraith and Ruins by Roseanne Brown. I read this for a book club and I really liked this, and I do want to read the sequel, but I don't feel like it's one I want to reread. Like, I don't think I need to reread it when the sequel comes, and I'll just kind of like read a synopsis about it, or I feel like I'll remember a lot of it. I do remember it still, and we read it quite a few months ago, so I really did like it, but I just am not interested in owning it. Then I have The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I liked this one too, just not enough to reread it, like all of these. It's a Holocaust book as well. Those used to be like one of my favorite genres. I really liked them when I was younger, and like, I still like it. I just don't really want to reread it. I've read this like 3 times. I feel like I super liked it, but if I could just borrow it from the library or something if I do want to pick it up again. I have another book club book we did. It's called Dark and Deepest Red by Anna Marie McLemore. And I'm sad about this one because I liked most of her books, but this one just didn't do anything for me really. It was like a 3-star. I have Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. I reread this. I really loved it the first time I read it, and this time around it was fine. It was cute, like I enjoyed it, but now that I'm older, I don't care about young adult romance as much, so it's just not anything I really want to reread. There was fun parts where there was like different playlists, and this time around I actually paused reading and listened to all the songs in the playlist, like at least a few seconds, and I did find a new favorite song from there, so that was cool, but that was really the only good thing from it. Then I have Salt to the Sea by Rita Sepetys. Also getting rid of this one. It is another Holocaust type book. I had 4 points of view, I remember. I think I liked this one the most of her books, but I still don't want to reread it. You know, like I don't really have any interest in rereading it, so I'm gonna pass it on. Then I have Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. I really liked this one. I feel like I've reread it 2 or 3 times. Next I have The Lovely War by Julie Berry. This was another book club book that we picked. This was actually my pick, and I'm really sad because I did not like it. It's Aphrodite's telling a love story to the gods, and that part was good, but I just feel like the love story was very boring. There was 4 different characters, and the 2 characters I actually cared about, their love story was not very prominent in the book, and the other 2 characters who were a little more boring, their story was the more focused. Let me read Lore Olympic, I think is what it's called. My friend Ashley from Tea Leaves and Bookbindings told me to read that, and that was really good, so I wouldn't have read that, I think, if we hadn't have read this and we were thinking of things that were like it. Then I have Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. It's a mystery novel set at a boarding school, and it was in the past, people died, and it was anonymous letters from Truly Devious. I think it was like a student went missing, or 2 students, something like that. And it's present day now, and there's a murder that happens at the school again, and the main character is trying to solve it. I really want to read the rest of the series because I did like this book, but I don't want to purchase it because I don't think they're ones I'm ever going to reread, but I do want to know what happens next. Then I have the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I'm not sure what it's actually called. I'm sure it has a name. Grisha? The Grisha trilogy? I think? Something like that. So I have Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising. They're all good books. I liked them all. I read them all once. I reread them this year because I'm trying to get to King of Scars. Is that what it's called? I think. So I still need to reread The Crows and Crooked Kingdoms to get to that one. but I don't want to read these again. They're good, but I think someone else would like them more than me. And finally, I'm getting rid of The Fire Never Goes Out, a memoir in pictures by Noelle Stevenson. This was just okay. I really love Noelle Stevenson. I love Nimona, and I love her art in Lumberjanes when she first did it. So I thought I was really going to enjoy this, but it was really only a 3-star read for me. I did like the photos in here, but I just felt like it wasn't a very good story. I mean, it's her life, so you can't really rate someone's life, but I just didn't really like it as a book, and I just don't really want to read it again, but I think someone else would really connect and like it more than me. Alright guys, these are the books I'm getting rid of this month. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.